What happens when your spiritual guide walks out of the mosque and heads straight to the tavern? Not metaphorically, not accidentally, but deliberately. Hafez opens this poem with a quiet scandal, one that shakes faith, authority, and obedience at once. And by the end of this sonnet, you'll realize he wasn't attacking religion at all. He was rescuing it. Stay with me. One line later in this poem completely rewrites what guidance means. Hello and welcome back. Today we're reading Sonnet 10 of Hafez, a poem that blends irony, devotion, rebellion, and love with astonishing calm. This is not motivational poetry, and it's not academic abstraction either. This is wisdom spoken softly, but aimed straight at the foundations of certainty. Last night, our spiritual guide walked from the mosque to the tavern. Tell me, companions of the path, what is to be done now? Hafez begins with news, not philosophy. A surprising report. The peer, the spiritual master, the guide, belongs in the mosque or the monastery. That's where authority sits. But suddenly, he's walking toward the tavern. Hafez's tone is deliberately astonished, almost innocent. What should we do now? Yet the irony is razor-sharp. Because when the guide moves, the followers don't debate theology. They follow. This opening destabilizes external authority and prepares us for a deeper question. Are we following truth or simply following direction? This tension becomes decisive in the very next line. How can we, as disciples, turn toward the Qibla? When our guide himself turns toward the wine seller's house. Notice the double meaning of John, both how and when. How can we face the sacred direction when, at the same time, our guide is facing the tavern? Hafez isn't mocking devotion. He's exposing mechanical piety. If faith depends entirely on outward direction, then it collapses the moment authority shifts. This verse quietly asks, is holiness a place or a state of being? In modern terms, are we ethical because we understand, or because someone we trust told us where to look? In the ruined tavern of the path, we dwell together, for such has been our destiny since the dawn of time. Here comes a paradox Hafez loves. The tavern of the path. The tavern is associated with corruption, the path with salvation. But Hafez fuses them. The path itself passes through broken places. And he goes further. This wasn't an accident. It was written from the beginning, not as punishment, but as vocation. Some souls are destined to find truth where certainty collapses. This prepares us for Hafez's most radical claim about reason and madness. If reason knew how joyful the heart is in the chains of her hair, the wise would rush toward madness, seeking our chain. Reason avoids love, because it doesn't know pleasure. If intellect truly understood the sweetness of surrender, it would abandon control immediately. Here, bondage becomes freedom. The chain is not oppression, it's intimacy. Hafez isn't rejecting reason. He's pointing out its limits. Love, creativity, faith. None of them are chosen by logic alone. Your beautiful face revealed a sign of grace to me. Since then, my only interpretation is kindness and goodness. Beauty becomes revelation, not argument, not doctrine. From the moment grace is seen, the speaker's entire worldview changes. Even the word tafsir is layered, interpretation of meaning, and, in classical thought, the reading of inner states through outward form. Once grace is perceived, all interpretation softens. This is ethics born from love, not fear. With your stone-like heart, will anything ever ignite? From my fiery sighs and dawn-born burning chest? A question filled with both hope and despair. Will this suffering ever matter to you? The heart is called stone, not heavy with wisdom, but heavy with resistance. Yet the lover still asks. This is the psychology of longing, even when hope is thin. Love continues to speak. My sigh's arrow will pass beyond the heavens. Hafez, be silent. Have mercy on yourself, beware our arrow. Formally, Hafez addresses himself. But this is a classic poetic device. He speaks to the beloved through himself. The sigh is an arrow. Ancient symbolism. Not loud, not violent, but unstoppable. And the final irony. Those who ignore suffering are not immune to it. This sonnet is not anti-religion. It is anti-hypocrisy. Hafez reminds us, authority can mislead. Reason has limits. Love reorders ethics. And truth often lives where certainty breaks. When the guide walks to the tavern, the question isn't where he goes, but why we follow. If this reading resonated with you, consider subscribing for more deep, thoughtful explorations of Hafez, Rumi, and classical wisdom literature. Like the video, it helps others find it. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Where do you think truth is most often found? In certainty or in contradiction? Thank you for listening.